Howdy and welcome to the cave. It's great to have you back. I'm Mark and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Waterwheel. Well, I'm getting ready to start carving out everything for the landscape. I've got the waterfall started. I've got a few things marked out where I'm going to carve out for the river, where the building will be. So hopefully you'll stay tuned, because this should get fun. Okay guys, first thing I'm going to do is glue that and that one together. That'll be the space in between. I cut myself a couple little spacers just to hold up the other end. This one's going to go here, like so. And then of course my spacers to make up the space, so my other one can go on top and I can glue here. And then I'll set that aside. And of course, I'm going to use this polyurethane Gorilla Glue. And it does expand, so make sure if you're going to do this, you weight it down until it's completely dry. Now I'm going to smear it thin, because all you need is a very thin layer. Just use a couple of popsicle sticks. So I'm going to glue that together, and I will come back to you. And as you can see, this is way too big for my table. So I have to makeshift a work area to get this done. And this is probably where I'm going to do most of my work. So I will be setting up a tripod with this camera, just so that I'm not always holding it, and you guys can get fairly decent shots of what I'm doing. So I'll glue this up and I'll show you what I've got when I'm done. Alright guys, while I'm waiting for that glue to dry, I'm going to start cutting this. Of course, hot wire cutter. I got this, I believe it was from Banggood. I'll put a link in the description for you. Now to make things a little easier for me, I cut this end off, get that out of the way. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got a line across here that I'm going to cut out, and I got this one. So I want to cut this so that it's on a bevel to give me my embankment in my river. So this here should be hot enough. Yep. So you don't want to move too slow, but you don't want to move too fast as well. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a freaking river. Now, this piece is so big, sorry if you guys don't get to see it all. Now, definitely with this stuff here, when you're using this, or any type of hot wire cutter, make sure to have a window open. This stuff does stink when it's melting. Also have some steel wool nearby, so you can gently wipe off the wire cutter after. Now, if it's not perfectly to the way you want it, once you've got this cut off, you can always take the knife to it, just like that. Now I take some steel wool, just kind of quickly wipe it off so that stuff's not burning on there. So that's what we've got. Now this will all clean up. Obviously I must have went too slow, or a little bit of a void there or something. Bit of a, like I said, a bevel on it. Put that one over there. Now I gotta cut this one, and again, same thing. So the more angle that you give it, the steeper the the shallower the embankment. The more straight up and down, obviously, is going to be the steeper embankment. You can vary that stuff as you go along. I'm not really putting a whole lot of pressure on this. I'm just letting the hot knife do its stuff. And there I have it. Again, take your steel wool. Turn that off. And turn that off. I'm going to put this somewhere to let it cool down. Very handy tool. And it comes with more attachments. I'll give you a quick look here. If you want, there's the SKU number. It'll focus. Anyways, so you get a shorter one. You got the handle, and that one comes out. You got the power pack. Of course, comes with some extra wire and a stand and your D-wire cutter. And there's instructions underneath. Nice little tool. It wasn't very expensive. I'll leave the link, like I said, and you guys can check it out. So give me a few minutes to clean this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So it's been cut. As you can tell, this is not a small project. I mean, the size of my hand. I mean, that's a deep river. That's 2 inches deep. So what I'm going to do now is the same as the waterfall. I'll take the Gorilla polyurethane expanding glue, and I will glue all this down. And then once the waterfall is dry and this is dry, I can carve out the top of the waterfall. I can carve out the indent on the waterfall itself, and then place it on here and touch everything up so that everything matches. And then I got to cut out my house section for the building so that the building is recessed down. I'll have to cut it out probably half an inch, maybe an inch, give or take, so that the building sits down a little better, so that when I'm ready, that will get glued in. So now I'll glue this down. When that's done, I'll be back to show you, and I'm not sure what I'll do then, but I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hey guys, we're back. Well, I've got it all glued down, and I have it cut out where I needed it cut out. That's for the building. Of course, that's for the river. Like I said, that's 2 inches deep. Sorry for the shadows. This thing is so big, now I'm only limited to so much light. So anyways, I decided to fill this spot in because I didn't like how it was so thin along the side. So I just cut this piece off from the piece that I cut out and decided to cut it here. Left this one the same. So, cut this out, did some rough carvings. You won't see that anyways. It looks kind of ugly to me. Anyways, cut up some pieces for the top here. Now I left this side a little higher so that give it some dimension and stuff. Start filling in some of the other pieces here, as you can see. And I still have to fill in over here a bit, but it's not too bad. All my sides are on. So the river will start here. Of course, run across over here. Waterfall. Across down there. So the next thing I'm going to start doing is the sculpt mold. One other thing that I decided that I'm going to do is right here. I'm going to dig this out a little bit. I put an extra piece behind this one so that I can make it look like maybe an old abandoned coal mine or diamond mine or whatever you want. So I'll have wood timbers across here and here, just like you'd see way back then. And then of course all my rock faces will be all the way up. I'll build some boulders and stuff. Then there'll be trees all along here. Well, actually probably only a strip of trees to make it look like there's a forest on this side. And then I'll have piles of logs, cut wood. The sawmill will be there. I might put some brush or something on that side. Same thing up top, maybe a couple little trees up in that top corner. So that's where we're at. I don't know if I'll put the sculpt mold in this video or if it'll be in the next video. There's not going to be a whole lot of it, but there is going to be some. So I'm going to keep this video short this time around. This was just basically the building of the structure and base support. Stay tuned for the next video, which I'll start doing the sculpt-a-mold, and I'll probably be pouring the plaster for the rock. Check me out on Instagram at Blue Street Customs. Also, come check us out on Discord, Tabletop Dungeoneers. You can also check me out on Facebook. I'll put all the links in the description. Come check us all out. And don't forget, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can get notified when I post a new video. Until next time, later.